Texas Tech sophomore big Robert Jennings is set to enter the transfer portal, according to Scarlet and Black Insider and other multiple outlets. In today's video, we'll discuss him entering the portal, how many bigs the Red Raiders want to land in the transfer portal, and yet another transfer portal target for your Texas Tech Red Raiders. Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's RC Maxfield here for the Back to 12 podcast. And listen, if you want more free daily Texas Tech videos here on the channel, I'm just going to ask you to do three things and three things only. It's very easy. Like the video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you can stay in the know on all things Texas Tech men's basketball and Texas Tech football all year long right here, with the largest group of Texas Tech fans on YouTube. So if you want daily updates around your Red Raiders and other things going on in college athletics, this is the place to be with the most engaging group of Texas Tech fans on YouTube. So hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. All right, let's get into this, because according to Scarlet and Black Insiders Austin Massey, co-worker of mine, Robert Jennings will enter the transfer portal. In his last 5 Big 12 games, Robert Jennings was pretty solid for the Red Raiders, given the circumstances. Averaged about 7.5 points per game, about 6.5 rebounds. I'm not saying that's all Big 12 worthy, but you could see the development and really the step and maturation of his game to a new level. Now, he will have 2 years of eligibility left, and it will be very interesting to see where he lands. But from a Texas Tech point of view, I don't think this is all that surprising. You know, it sucks from an RJ standpoint, just from this standpoint of, hey, I like him. He is a guy that I think is a really good dude and comes from a really good family, and they represent Texas Tech really, really well. This is just, sadly, one of the realizations of modern college athletics when it comes to the transfer portal, mainly in college football and college basketball. Now, again, he has developed his game quite a bit. He has gone through multiple injuries, including a hamstring injury that started him late in the process and then really started to live up to some of that potential, as I mentioned, in the last 5 Big 12 games where he averaged 7.5 and 6.5. Now, as for Texas Tech, this is what I'm hearing in the sense that over on Scarlet and Black Insider, by the way, your first month could be $1 if you use the code SBI. I don't know why you haven't done it yet if you haven't. I mean, it's the fastest growing Texas Tech community on the internet right now, and we're giving you instant updates around everything Texas Tech men's basketball when it comes to the transfer portal. So head on over there. The link will be down below in the comments. Use the promo code SBI and get your first month for $1. It's a limited time offer, though, people. Listen, as soon as Texas Tech lands a commitment, it's $8 a month. So go get that first month for $1 to stay in the know on all things Texas Tech men's basketball. Now, as for what we are hearing over there is Texas Tech wants to land 3, if not 4 bigs in the portal. And now when I say bigs, that doesn't mean, oh, we want 7-footers. No, that's not it at all. They want versatile guys that can play the wing position or are the traditional bigs. When it comes to the traditional bigs, I think Texas Tech probably wants to land 2 minimum. No doubt about it. 3 maybe if the pieces are right, but they want to get 2 minimum and then 2 other wings to the roster that can make, Texas Tech play their style of basketball, which is small ball in some respects in terms of that's where they were best this year if you go look at the metrics. So that's what we're hearing from that standpoint when it comes to what Texas Tech wants to do in the portal when it comes to the front court. Now, I just mentioned some wings. Well, they're going after another one right here. And his name is Brendan Wetzel. He went to Wyoming. He's originally from Texas. He is a 6'7" guard, 1 year of eligibility left. He averaged 11.5 points per game, just over 5 rebounds, 1 assist per game last year for the Cowboys up there in Laramie. Now, he is an excellent shooter. 37.7% from 3. And now I know it's not Chance McMillan at Grand Canyon, but this guy can absolutely shoot the lights out of the ball. He can guard multiple positions with his 6'7" frame, albeit you probably want him on a 1 through 3, depending on the size of the 4 and the 5. But he's got a really high basketball IQ and understands how to find space really, really well. Do I think he would come in and be a starter right away? No, but I think he would be a very valuable piece to a really good bench for the Red Raiders in terms of he could come in and relieve, let's just say, Darion Williams for a little bit. But I do think he could potentially be a guy that 20 minutes a game, 20, 25 minutes a game in that range. I think he's that kind of player. When you look at his size and build, he kind of reminds me of Justin Gray, except for the fact that he's a much better offensive player than Justin Gray is, but a much worse defender. And I'm not saying he's much worse in terms of he's a liability on the defensive end. I'm just saying he's not on Justin Gray's level, but he has that kind of size in terms of a name that Texas Tech fans will know, in the sense of, oh yeah, I remember Justin Gray. He's a good one. Yeah, that's the kind of size you would have when it comes to B-Dub. Now, there are some interesting aspects to this, and it's worth noting us over at SBI, specifically Jacob Harris reporting this over there for us. He wants to play, does Wenzel, in Texas. Again, Texas native from down south, Austin, San Antonio, that kind of area. He wants to play his last collegiate season in Texas, where obviously it would probably be nice to play at a high major if he was him, but that's what he wants to do. There's also another interesting aspect to this, and you can see it at the bottom of your screen right now on the bottom line. His dad is a Texas Tech alumni. I'm not saying that's going to be the ultimate trump card per se when it comes to where he lands in the portal. It's still early on in his recruitment process, but Texas Tech is firmly in the mix. They have reached out. They have shown interest. He is a guy that kind of fits the mold of what Texas Tech needs going into next year. Guys that can shoot the ball, but are versatile and provide length. He fits that criteria. Now, albeit he hasn't done it at a Power 5 level, but he does come from a pretty solid program up there in Laramie. And again, 37.7% from three. It's not Chance McMillan, who shot over 40% at Grand Canyon the year prior to going to the 806. But B-Dub is a really, really good shooter, and he's a guy that I think Texas Tech is going to have quite a bit of interest in. And again, his dad went to Tech. So I'm not saying that, again, that's the trump card or anything, but it's an interesting note in his recruitment. Again, the biggest news here, though, Robert Jennings is planning to enter the portal. According to our sources at Scarlet and Black Insider, Austin Massey was the one to break the news. You got Tobias Bass over at The Athletic breaking that news, with other multiple accounts and media outlets confirming it from their sources as well. But Scarlet and Black Insider and then Tobias Bass over at The Athletic were the two to break the news. Unfortunate to see RJ go, in the sense of he's just a really good person from a really good family and a really solid basketball player. But Texas Tech really wanted to fortify that front court and go after 6'10 and above guys, or 6'9 and uber athletic. And it just didn't seem like RJ was in the plans for that. He will find a home and be a really solid college basketball player for the 2 remaining years of eligibility he has. One more time, if you haven't already, be sure to like the video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell if you want daily free Texas Tech videos here on the channel. And, well, you get to join the largest group of Texas Tech fans here on YouTube. Now, if you want to join the fastest growing group of Texas Tech fans on the internet, it's very easy. Head on over to scarletandblackinsider.com and use the promo code SBI to get your first month for $1. It's a limited time offer, people. You got to head over there and get it quick so you can stay in the know on everything Texas Tech men's basketball as soon as it happens on the Scarlet and Black Insider. And hey, daily videos right here on the Back to 12 podcast channel.